What an embarrassment. What an absolute embarrassment. Last night was further proof as to why people don't watch pretend basketball. Last night was further proof as to why people do not respect the WNBA.
Angel Reese didn't just have an off night, she had a full-blown meltdown. 0 buckets, missed layups, turnovers like she was handing out gifts. And the wildest part? Her own teammate Kamilla Cardoso looked like she was ready to request a trade mid-game. You know it's serious when your teammate's body language is louder than the coach. Kamilla was physically backing away like, "Girl, you on your own." And let's be honest, this isn't just about one bad performance. Angel's out here playing like she mistook the WNBA for a TikTok live. All talk, no results. She's doing runway walks before the game and airballing layups during it. Fans are clowning, her teammates are distancing, and the Chicago Sky, they're falling apart fast. Stick around, let's break it all down how the Chicago Sky went from hopeful to hopeless in just 2 games. Let's start with the numbers, because they speak louder than any social media post. Angel Reese went 0 for 8 from the field. 0 buckets, 12 rebounds, 8 of them offensive, but only 2 points. And don't let that rebounding stat fool you. Many of those were just her recovering her own missed layups. Fans didn't see hustle, they saw confusion, and so did Kamilla Cardoso. Now here's the crazy part. Every time Reese touched the ball, Cardoso visibly pulled away, literally moved farther from her teammate. That's not a coincidence. That's chemistry cracking in real time. Have you ever seen a teammate act like the ball is radioactive? Because that's exactly what we saw. Cardoso, a 6 feet 7 inches center who was supposed to be dominating the post, barely got touches. Every time she established position, Reese would drive and miss or lose the ball entirely. No entry passes, no recognition, just chaos. Let's talk about body language, because it told a deeper story than the scoreboard. During that loss to the Liberty, Cardoso sat on the bench, physically distancing herself from the group every time Reese made another miss. It wasn't subtle. Cardoso's shoulders slumped. She leaned away, and at one point, she looked like she was ready to transfer teams mid-game. And here's where it really gets wild. Cardoso was sold on this system.
Angel Reese last night against the New York Liberty, one of the worst games she's played as a professional, takes that out on the referees. Kamilla Cardoso visibly upset, and all of this falls.
Tyler Marsh convinced her to come play for him. She believed in the vision. Now, she looks like she's questioning every word she was promised. And who can blame her? Kamilla came into the league with championship aspirations, not to be a background player in the Angel Reese show. She didn't come to watch missed layups. She didn't sign up to be an afterthought. Are the Chicago Sky broken beyond repair?
Kamilla Cardoso, a player for the Chicago Sky, and she's just answered a question that will have the entire Chicago Sky team or fan base turning on her.
Want to talk about historic lows? Through their first 2 games, the Sky posted a 60-point differential. No other WNBA team in history has started this poorly. That's not just bad, that's embarrassing. And guess who owns the worst plus-minus in the entire league? Angel Reese. 9 of the 14 worst plus-minus players in the league are on the Sky.
The Chicago Sky are already imploding from within. Fans are turning on the team. Kamilla Cardoso.
That's not just an Angel problem. It's a full team collapse. But she's at the center of it, and fans are asking, should Chicago trade Angel Reese before this gets worse? Angel Reese has become a media sensation. The self-proclaimed villain, the queen of clapbacks, the runway model turned power forward. But let's be honest right now, she's all brand, no bucket. Through 2 games, she's shooting 5 of 22 from the field. That's just 22.7%. For someone who lives in the paint, that's historically awful. 4 of her 17 attempts from within 5 feet have gone in. That's 23.5%. That means she's missing 3 out of every 4 layups. In the pros, that's inexcusable. And it's not like she's taking contested threes. These are open layups, bunny shots, putbacks, and she's missing them all. It's reached meme status online. People are wondering if she's even practicing these shots. Turnovers? She's leading the WNBA with 10 in just 2 games. She's not distributing. She's not finishing. She's not creating. She's giving the ball away like it's a raffle prize. And during all this,
Jogadora mai promissora da Liga tirando você, which means the most promising player in the league, apart from you. And that is obviously what she was asked. This is what she said to that. This is what she answered to that question.
what does Kamilla Cardoso do? She distances herself again, not just physically, but emotionally. You can see her tuning out every time Reese misses another shot or fumbles a pass. Question for you if you're Kamilla, what are you thinking right now? Cardoso must feel like she got scammed, sold on a vision that's quickly turned into a nightmare. Let's contrast this disaster with what's happening in Indiana. Caitlin Clark and the Fever just got revenge on Atlanta. They lost once but bounced back. They played like a team, supported each other, executed. Sophie Cunningham and Lexi Hull, bringing energy off the bench. Aaliyah Boston, dominating the paint. Clark, leading, distributing, making big shots when it mattered. That's what chemistry looks like. Meanwhile, in Chicago, Reese is throwing up bricks while the bench looks like they're watching a horror movie. The Fever aren't just winning games, they're building culture. The Sky, they're building excuses.
Of Angel Reese failing to control her emotions. We saw it against the Indiana Fever. Yes, she got a hard foul.
The real tragedy here isn't just that Reese is playing poorly, it's that she's taking the team down with her. When she's on the floor, the pace slows, the ball sticks, teammates get disengaged, and her own body language? It's like she's starring in a reality show, smiling, posing, clapping, as if she's dropping 30 instead of bricking layups. Compare that to Cardoso, who sprints end-to-end, plays defense, and actually looks upset when the team loses. One of them is trying to win. The other is trying to go viral. Who do you trust in the locker room when it matters?
This Angel Reese crash out over a loose ball foul call. What are we doing here? We are 2 games in, and we already have 2 separate games of Angel Reese failing to control her emotions. We saw it.
Game 3 against the Sparks was supposed to be the bounce-back game. All eyes were on the Chicago Sky. This was their chance to shut up the critics, get a much-needed win, and prove that the first 2 blowouts were just growing pains. And best of all, the Sparks were missing not 1, but 2 key starters. On paper, this was a gift-wrapped win. It was like basketball Santa came early, but somehow they blew it. Big time. Angel Reese? Same sad story on repeat. Missed wide-open layups that should have been automatic. Lazy fouls that gave LA free points. And an airballed hook shot that had fans covering their faces in disbelief.
Like, it is 2 sides of the same coin. The Angel Reese fan base versus the Caitlin Crazies. Like, they are 2 sides of the same coin, but they're not going to be happy with this answer. So let's never forget.
Once again, her plus-minus was one of the worst on the entire court. That's 3 straight games of bottom-tier performance. By halftime, the Sky were down and out. They looked shell-shocked, lifeless, and confused. No energy, no urgency. It was like someone had hit the mute button on their season. And by the 4th quarter, they were just going through the motions, not even fighting, not even pretending to care. And here's the part that really stings. It wasn't just a lack of execution. It was a lack of heart. Reese looked like she mentally checked out somewhere in the 2nd quarter. No fire, no leadership, no response to adversity, just blank stares and missed opportunities. You ever watch a player and think, she doesn't want to be out there? That's the vibe Angel gave off. And the rest of the team, they followed suit. Nobody stepped up. Nobody rallied the group. It was just 40 minutes of slow-motion disaster. And this wasn't against a full-strength Sparks squad. This was against a depleted team, missing weapons, running on fumes. And yet, they still looked faster, smarter, and more connected than the Sky. That tells you everything you need to know. Reese keeps posting cryptic messages like she's dropping 30 every night. Selfies in the tunnel, quotes about haters, outfits like it's Fashion Week, but what has she actually shown on the court? Let's be real, WNBA defenders aren't fooled anymore. They're sagging off her like they know she's not going to make them pay. They dare her to shoot. They bait her into wild drives. And when they beat her on defense, there's no recovery, no hustle, just a blank stare and a slow jog back. She's acting like a superstar but delivering bench player results. And when your play doesn't match your personality, it becomes a problem not just for you, but for your whole team. Right now, she's more influencer than impact player. The brand is polished, but the basketball? A mess. And it's starting to wear thin. Even her own fans, the ones who backed her through the LSU drama, who cheered her TikToks and pre-game fits, they're starting to turn. Twitter and TikTok are flooded with clips of blown layups, air balls, and missed defensive rotations. People are saying it out loud now. Maybe the hype went too far. When your highlight reel is full of lowlights, it's time to stop scrolling and start working. Because at this rate, the brand won't be enough to keep her on the floor. Let's keep it 100. Angel Reese is playing like a bust right now. And no, that's not hate. That's not bias. That's just the brutal truth of what we're seeing on the court. This isn't about one bad night. This is about a pattern. 3 straight games, 3 straight losses, turnovers piling up, layups clanging off the glass, a shooting percentage so low, you'd think she was still learning the game. And Kamilla Cardoso? Oh, she knows. Her face says it all. Her body language screams it. The way she avoids running pick and rolls with Reese, the way she scoots away on the bench, it's loud without saying a word. Fans see it, reporters see it, everyone sees it, except apparently Angel herself. So, let's ask the question that's now unavoidable. What should the Chicago Sky do next? Do they try to salvage this pairing and hope Reese figures it out? Do they bench her and ride with Cardoso? Or do they make a bold move and trade Reese before the locker room implodes completely? Drop your takes in the comments. Should the Sky move on from Angel Reese? Or do you still believe there's something left in the tank? We want to hear from you. This season was supposed to be a turning point for the Sky. Instead, it's a disaster movie starring Angel Reese. It's time to face facts. The hype has crashed into reality. And what's left is a broken system, a frustrated team, and a player who may not be ready for the spotlight she chased. If you want more real basketball analysis, breakdowns, and no-nonsense commentary, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you don't miss a single update until next time. Thanks for watching.